So, let's talk about a really powerful idea, especially if you're feeling stuck right now. Maybe you're feeling burned out, you've lost your direction, or you just can't find the discipline. Well, this explainer is all about how to disappear for just 6 months and come back completely unstoppable.
Man, we've all felt this, right? That cold feeling when you wake up and realize you're just stuck in a loop. You're scrolling, you're comparing, you're living for the weekends, and you're surrounded by people who, if we're being honest, don't really care about your future. It's a terrifying place to be.
But here's the thing that's so easy to forget. You don't actually need years to change your life. You don't need 5 or 10 years to reinvent yourself. All you really need is 6 months. 6 months of intense, unbroken focus.
So let's think about this like a mission. Seriously, a 6-month journey where you go completely off the grid. And look, this isn't a punishment. This is an opportunity to finally build the version of yourself you've always known you could be.
Okay, let's really let that sink in. 6 months. That is it. A half a year of just silence. Saying no to the drama, no to proving yourself to anybody. Just waking up every single day with total clarity, knowing exactly what you're working towards.
And this is where you really see the brutal power of the compound effect. I mean, think about it. What were you doing 6 months ago? For most of us, it's pretty much the same stuff we're doing today. But just imagine if you'd spent that time locked in. That kind of focused work doesn't just put you ahead, it puts you years ahead of everyone else.
All right, for any of this to actually work, there's one rule that is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to cut out the noise. And by noise, I mean everything, and I mean everything that steals your energy and gives you absolutely nothing back in return.
You're not just vanishing from people, you're vanishing from these distractions. The whole point is to make your world smaller so your vision can get way, way bigger. And yeah, at first, that silence is gonna feel super uncomfortable. But then, something amazing happens. Your brain starts to focus in a way it never has before.
So once you've cut out all that noise, the next step is to protect that silence you've just created. This is where you build what we're gonna call your fortress. Your fortress, it's your daily routine. It's like building a set of walls that protects you from sliding back into your old habits. Because let's face it, if your life doesn't have structure, distractions will always find a way back in. Remember, discipline isn't about punishing yourself. It's about protecting the future you're working so damn hard to create. And this is what it looks like in practice, the 5 pillars of that fortress. And look, it's not about being perfect every single day, not at all. It's about that monk-like consistency. Every single time you stick to this routine, you're just adding another brick to that wall, another layer of protection for your future self.
Now, inside this fortress, your training is going to focus on 3 core areas. This is where the real work, the real transformation actually happens. First, your mind. You have to literally reprogram your old ways of thinking. You do that by reading, by journaling, by learning from people you truly admire. Second, your body. This is ancient wisdom, from the Stoics to the samurai. Fitness isn't just a nice to have, it's the foundation of everything. Training your body builds character and proves to yourself that you can do hard things. And third, your craft. While everyone else is out there getting distracted, you're in the shadows, creating, building, coding, writing, you're chasing mastery.
But let's be real for a second. This whole journey isn't just some motivational highlight reel. There is one final, incredibly difficult test that you have to pass. Sooner or later, loneliness is gonna hit you, and it's gonna hit you hard. You'll feel like you're missing out. You'll start to question if any of this is even worth it. And right there, that's the test. That is the exact moment most people give up and just run straight back to the comfortable noise they just escaped. So that's the question you have to answer for yourself. Can you sit with that feeling? Can you just push through that discomfort of being alone with nothing but your thoughts and your mission? Because what's waiting for you on the other side, that's the breakthrough.
See, if you can endure it, you discover something incredible. That feeling you thought was loneliness, it starts to transform into self-awareness. And that awareness becomes your greatest strength. You start to realize you were never actually alone. You just hadn't truly met yourself yet.
And then, after 6 months, after you've passed that final test, you return. But you don't come back as the same person. You come back completely unrecognizable.
At first, you might not even feel that different. But when you finally look back, the results are just undeniable. Your body is stronger. Your mind is so much sharper. Your skill, your craft is on a whole other level. And for maybe the first time in your life, your purpose is crystal clear.
But you know what the best part is?
It's the internal shift. All that stuff, the gossip, the social media likes, the fake friendships, they just don't matter anymore. You realize that disappearing wasn't about losing the world, it was about finally finding yourself.
And the absolute best part? When you do come back, you won't even have to explain where you've been. The change in you will be so obvious, so powerful, that your results will do all the talking for you.
So if this idea is hitting home for you, even just a little bit, know that it all starts with a simple promise. Not to me, not to anyone else online, but a promise to yourself. A promise that you're going to give yourself these 6 months.
And really, that's the challenge. The only question left is whether you're willing to take that step, to embrace the silence, and to start building.
We really hope this breakdown gave you something valuable to think about. If it did, do us a favor and subscribe, and maybe share it with one person who you think might need to hear this message today.
And hey, if you actually decide to take on this 6-month mission, please come back here and tell us your story in the comments. Seriously, the world needs to hear it.